This is TrueGrit.
Welcome back, guys. This is the Archery series and this is video number 7. We're going to install cables and string, and as usual we're gonna do it at a professional level. Now, little word of advice: plenty of videos out there that they suggest to take pictures when you remove your string, when you remove your cable, so you can put them back together in the right way. That we already said, clip together the two ends of the string and the cable so they don't lose twists. All good suggestions, follow them. I'm not saying that you shouldn't follow them, but that's not what we're doing here. Again, we are going to restring a bow from the very beginning. We're going to explain step by step how the cables are installed, how they work, and why there is only one way to install cables. There is no way to do it wrong if you understand how they work and how a string is installed. We're also going to explain why when you install cables and string, it doesn't matter so much how many twists are on the cables, how many twists are on the string, because later on we're going to set the bow back to factory specs and we're going to have to work on these twists a lot, and I'll show you how to do it in the proper way. As usual, we start with the shopping list. What do we need to shop for? Strings and cable. What do you need to buy the right strings and cable for your bow? You need to be able to read your cams and modules, and you need, of course, your bow manual with all the specs. What kind of cam do I have on this bow? I have cams model G5 size 3, and TL just stands for top left. Top because it's a top cam, left because it's a left bow. Alright, if it was a right-handed bow, it would be TR, as easy as that. And of course, the other cam would be a model G5 size 3 BL, bottom left, or be right, bottom right if it's a right-handed bow. As for the modules, what modules do we have on this bow? We have modules RK size 3A, top left, and on the bottom RK size 3A, bottom left. Now, let me just take a minute to explain you how the draw stop peg and modules work and relate to each other, and how you change the draw length of a bow by changing them. The draw stop peg, as you can see on this cam, is in position A, and it's got position A, B, C, D, and E. Does that mean that I can move my draw stop peg into other positions to change the draw length of my bow? Absolutely not. The draw stop peg is gotta be in the same position of your module size. So the module is size 3 to match the number 3 cam A, because this is a 28-inch draw length bow. If I want to have half an inch more or an inch more, I will go with both modules changed to size B, half an inch, C, 1 inch more, and then I can move the draw stop peg to position B, half an inch more, or position C, an inch more. And the same goes for module size D and E, and put draw stop peg in position D and E. They always have to match. You cannot move the draw stop peg without changing the modules. That also means that this cam can use modules A to E, so they can go from 28 to 30 inches draw length by changing the modules, because every increase of one letter of the module and draw stop peg is half an inch. So A, B, C, D, E, 28, 28 and a half, 29, 29 and a half, 30. But every half an inch of draw length adjustment, you need to change both modules and then the position of the draw stop peg. When we get to discuss the timing of the cam, I'll show you that it's not possible to have the draw stop peg and the draw stop on the top cam touch together, hit the wall together, if they don't match. The draw stop on the top cam is one piece with the module, so to change the draw stop on the top cam, you cannot move the draw stop peg, you just gotta change the module. If you don't change it, you'll never time your bow. You'll always end up in a situation in which the top cam with the fixed draw stop is gonna hit the draw stop either before the bottom cam draw stop peg and the draw stop peg never touches, or it's never gonna touch it because the draw stop on the bottom touches before, and you're never gonna hit the stop with the top cam. Now that we know the size of our cams and the size of our modules, we can determine the right size for our strings and cable. On our bow spec sheet, we're going to go all the way down to the table that refers to cam Z5 size 3. And then all the way on the left, we're going to identify the line that we're going to read. And it's the line of the module size 3A, 28-inch draw length. And on that line, the first line on top, the line of the modules size 3A, we're going to back up to where the specs of our string, control cable, and bus cable are. And this is what we need to order. String long 56.13 inches, control cable long 34.75 inches, and bus cable long 32.5 inches. This is the order that we gotta put in any website we wanna buy string and cables. I've always bought strings on X60 custom strings, fair price, very high quality strings, but you can choose to order by any string maker you like better. Let's start working as usual. Follow each step carefully so we don't damage anything and we don't waste time. Let's start by installing bus cable and control cable. So here too, let's try to understand how the bow works so we know what we're doing and we don't need too much of pictures and drawings, because bus cable and control cable can be installed only in one way. What's the purpose of bus cable and control cable? They are meant to pull the limbs towards each other, so to charge the bow, to bend the limbs towards the center of the bow, so they store energy that then is going to be released. How do they do that? They do it by being attached to a fixed post on one limb and a module that rolls them in on the other side. So the bus cable and control cable, they're going to be both attached on one side on a fixed post and on the other side of one of the modules. There is no way to put them wrong. So let's start with the bus cable. The bus cable is a fixed post are on the top limbs, and it's the split side, and going through the top roller guard is gotta go to the bottom module. So once again, the bus cable split side goes on the top part of the bow, on the bus cable pegs that are on the side of each top limb. There is no specific side where you have to put each end of the bus cable. Just put one on the left and one on the right, and if you're not sure if the twists are even or you lost the twist, just straighten them up, take away all the twist, and then retwist them both at the same number of twists, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. We work on those twists later on and we put them where they have to be. Pass the bus cable in the top roller guard. It goes on the top roller guard. If you have doubts, check the drawings of your bow on your bow manual, but here too, it doesn't really matter, because if you put them in the wrong roller guard, bus cable and control cable will touch each other, and that's for sure wrong, and you know for sure that you gotta reverse the roller guards they're passing through. On the bottom cam, just put the other end of the bus cable into the peg of the module, so the bus cable can roll up into the module when we pull the string of our bow. Let's go to the control cable, which on the opposite of the bus cable is going to have its fixed peg on the bottom cam. It's going to pass through the bottom roller guard and it's going to attach to the module of the top cam. So on our bow, the side of the bus cable with the longer serving goes on the top module, so it's got enough serving to roll in. Then it is going to go through the bottom roller guard and then on the bottom cam on the fixed peg. The only thing that you really need to pay attention is that the control cable is gonna go from the top of the fixed peg all the way around toward the limbs, come out from the bottom and then go on the peg. If you put it from the bottom up, going around the other way, it will block the cam rotation. You won't be able to draw your bow. Let's move on to installing the string, the easiest part. Remove the bow from the press, release all the pressure, and put it back on the other side, turning it 180 degrees. Crank it up a little bit, and remember that having turned the bow around, now on your left side you have the bottom cam. So start with the bottom cam, put the string on the peg, go all the way around, and do the same on the top cam, all the way around on the peg, and accurately put the string all the way around inside the groove of the cam. You may have noticed that the string on the top part has got a little white stripe passing through. That stripe is going to divide the string exactly into half. You're going to need it to install the pip sight, and it is also going to tell you which side of the string goes to the top cam and which side goes to the bottom cam. But here too, if you don't have this little stripe or if it came off, not a problem. The top part of the string is always the one with the longest section unserved. We are done holding the string in place very carefully. Release all the pressure from the bow and take it off the press. And cables and string are changed. And in the next video, to set the bow to the factory spec, we'll adjust cables and string twists. I hope this explanation clarifies many aspects of the bow. You can find many around this clear and in-depth. So please guys, if you like these videos, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing.